Hey there, Wolfpack. How's everybody going? I just wanted to go live quickly and share with you uh, a little bit about this ad creation questionnaire that I have just created and uploaded into the group. It's something that I've been had in the back of my mind for ages, but I forgot to just sit down and actually do it all up. So I have done it just now for you. I had another shower idea again. It just came back to me, and I was like, "Oh, I'm just going to go do this now." Baby has just gone down for a nap, although I just heard him wake up. So I was going to do another. I want to scroll through the group and catch up on all the posts because I just got back from flying home from LA, bit jet lagged and tired, but I want to catch up on everything. So if baby's going to have a cry, then I'll come back and do that shortly. But I'll run through this thing now anyway. So what I've done, and this is something that I've used or I've had given to me several times in other courses and programs and things that I have done over the years, and I had a bit of a basic, like a checklist, a successful ad checklist available in the Facebook course. It should be, I think it's under the pinned post, and it's, just to check that you're talking to one person and all of that kind of thing. But I decided to create this one, which you are, like, what I want you to do is to download this, save it on your computer or your phone or whatever, and use this checklist or this questionnaire every single time you create an ad, because it's going to give you the best results if you know as much as possible about who you're talking to and what they want, and you can follow this to a T, and you make sure that you're talking to one person. You make sure that you know them, like you know as much about them as possible, and that you are offering them something that they actually want, because that's the key to making the ads work. And I feel that a lot of people that are not getting results are they're just not clear on who they're talking to, or they're talking to too many people, or they're doing too many things at once, and they're like too many people at once, and they're not putting enough of their energy into one thing and getting it right, or they're not clear on who they're talking to, and they're guessing, which is what I want you to get out of the habit of doing. Because if you're guessing, or you're just thinking that, like, if you're focused on trying to make money and you're trying to focus on selling things, generally your ads won't work that well. You really, really need to know who you're talking to, and you need to know what they want, and you need to know that they actually want that, and you need to know them as intimately as possible. So that's what this questionnaire has been designed for you, and I'm just going to run through it now and explain it. I have just typed it up just now, so I might this is the first draft. I always like to build on things and improve things as I go. So if I think of other things, or if someone has a question about this or something like that, I might come back in and edit it and update it as necessary. But yeah, so I'm just going to read through it with you and explain how to use it. So it is just a PDF document that I've uploaded directly into the Wolfpack group. Make sure that you save a copy, or it'll be in there if you need it later. But who is your target customer? So one person really, really needs, like, write down, I've said give them a name, or use a real existing client of yours. If you can use a real existing client, that's amazing. That's the best. So I'm going to I might fill this in now with you just to explain how it works. So I'm going to use Lisa, who was one of my best hair extension clients. She came in so often, regularly. She bought all the shampoos. She always got the most expensive thing, and she came in for 8 years. So she was one of the best customers ever, and she was always referring us to other people. So you want to attract more people like your best customers, ideally. So what was her age? She was in her, I can't remember exactly how old she was. I think she was maybe about 30 when she first came in anyway. She's female. She's located in Brisbane. Personality type. She was, friendly, chatty. She really did like to talk. She was really interested in makeup and beauty, obsessed. She's always talking about makeup and new products and things. Desires, she wanted to look good, and she really liked, she was getting Botox and fillers and things too. And I know all this just from listening to her. Wanted to look good, look young, and feel good about herself. Fears, looking old, and you know, crappy products, hard work. Like, she wanted things to be easy, you know, easy to maintain looks. Her current pains, when she came to us, first of all, her current pain, the reason why she came in for hair extensions is because she has fine hair naturally. She'd had hair extensions before, but I'll get into that in a minute. She just had a bad haircut. Cut and felt like crap about herself. Oops, what did she want? She wanted longer hair again, longer, thicker hair to feel good. A great quality product. She did come to us because she was researching and she saw that we only used really high quality Russian hair, and that's why she came to us. Russian hair, best quality. She wanted the best. She was prepared to pay for the best. What can you offer them to help solve their problem, fulfill their desire? One thing, service, package, product, etc. So, Russian hair extensions, specifically great for fine hair, and what else was I going to write? And easy to maintain. So now that I know all those things, you know, I can make sure that my product or what I'm offering overcomes those things that, you know, or like says what she wants. Longer hair, etc. Do you know that they want this? Once again, no guessing. I've written here, if you're trying to sell something that people aren't already buying, it will be hard and it may not work. You need to listen to what people already want most from you if you want to build a successful business. So yes, I know that this is something that she wants, or that, you know, this person wants and that people want because they're already buying it. So yes. What is the end result that they crave? Long, easy to maintain hair that looks great, makes them feel pretty and young. Oh, how does make them feel pretty and young? Doesn't matter if you go, like, you know, you can spend a lot of time on this if you want to, or you can do it through quickly and then kind of go back over it. Pretty and young, confident. She'll feel like trusting of our business if we get her the result she wants. That's not really like, you know, that's something that I want her to feel, but she wants to feel pretty and young. How will they feel if they do not get this result? This is a really important part. You really need to know, like, and you can ask your customers. If you've got one customer who's like a great customer, I actually did. I asked this lady like years ago when I did this, I asked her all these questions so that I could really intimately know her, and then I could create a successful ad based around that. So how will they feel if they not get this result? Unhappy, frustrated, you know, yucky, maybe upset. What level of awareness are they? So with this particular client, she was product aware, almost aware, because she had already had hair extensions before. She was originally from England and she came over to Australia, so she was most aware, product aware. She knew what she wanted and she was looking for what she wanted. Going by this graph, what do they need to see from you first? She wanted to see examples of what she was wanting, so she wanted to see that we used quality Russian hair. She wanted to see photos of our work. She wanted to see that we achieved the result that she specifically wanted, so like helping clients with fine hair or who had just had a bad haircut. She also wanted them to look natural, so she couldn't see any of the bonds or anything, so look natural. Guarantee you won't see the bonds attachments. and that they won't fall out as well, because nobody wants that. So, you know, we had a bit of a guarantee with ours that, you know, we'd make sure that they were positioned correctly and that they wouldn't fall out. And if any in the first 2 weeks were, you know, in an uncomfortable position, or they didn't like it when they were styling their hair or whatever, they could come back in for free and we would fix that up, or if any of them fell out or anything like that. So that's something else that you could look at doing. Have they had this thing done before? Yes. Did they have a good, bad experience? Yes, she had a good experience in the UK, but not in Australia. Not in Australia. Why? Because she could, you know, wasn't happy with the hair quality. I hope that this is helping, like just seeing it done in a real example. This is what I want you guys to be able to do, and then create an ad around that. So why I wasn't happy with hair quality, or application, or didn't feel like the business cared about the results. So because I knew that she liked to really chat and talk about makeup and stuff, I made sure to shut up and just listen to her a lot of the time when I was doing her hair. Or like I told, you know, my clients, every one of my staff members got to really know her, because I said, you know, people that like to talk, just ask them more questions all the time. You don't need to say anything about yourself, like make it all about them all the time. And she loved that. So that's why she kept coming in. We listened to her. People love to be listened to and feel heard. Why should they get it from you instead of someone else? So this is a good one. What makes you different, special, or better than someone else who offers the exact same thing? Now, there's always going to be other people out there doing similar or the same things as you. It's a part of business. It just is. However, you can choose to really, like, I never really focus on the competition. I just don't. I don't care what anyone else is doing, because I try and stay focused on what can I do for my clients and what can I do for my audience. I don't look at what anyone else is doing and think, oh, maybe I need to do that instead. Sometimes you can come up with ideas that are inspired by what other people are doing, but yes, always stay focused on your clients. So what makes you different, special, or better? Well, we did really care. And I know a lot of people might say that, but they might not express it. Heaps of good results and testimonials and feedback. So like social proof, trust. We offered free consultations. They could come and touch and see the hair and have a chat. No obligation at all. I always made sure that if anybody wasn't ready to buy, that it was okay, because my purpose for like everything that we did in business was like, even if they're not ready to buy now, like, you know, you can't force people to buy from you if they're not going to, or if they don't want to, but you can give them the best possible experience that you can and help them as much as possible, so that when they are ready to buy, hopefully they will choose you. So if someone came in for a free consultation, I'd still give them the best possible service and everything. And even if they didn't want to buy, I'd be like, that's totally fine. You know, would you like me to follow up with you in a week or something and see what you think, or, you know, anything like that. Or, you know, if you are, when you are ready, please just, you know, let us know and we'll be happy to help you. People they appreciate that. So what reasons would they not buy from you? This is another important part that I want you to kind of understand about your client. You don't need to use all of this information, by the way, in your ad and in your landing page, but you need to know it yourself. You need to understand this person, and you need to know where they are and what they've been through, so that they can feel that you understand them. That's really what it comes down to. So what reasons would they not buy from you? You know, the price. A lot of people, you know, if someone is not willing to pay your price, it could be just because they don't see the value in that, or maybe they're not your ideal client, or, you know, maybe they're a price shopper, or what you could do to overcome a price objection is, you know, offer a different payment option. So, you know, lay-bys or payment plans or something like that. That's a whole nother like way of doing business, but you can do that. Or, you know, maybe it's just not your ideal client if you're attracting people that want cheap. you could sell them something cheaper, or you could recommend them to someone else. Maybe they care what their partner thinks. Maybe they're embarrassed about having hair extensions. You know, they don't want people to know that they are fake, that she's wearing fake hair. So, you know, on your website or your landing page in your ad, you could say something like, you know, no one will even know that you're wearing extensions. If you know that a lot of people are, you know, conscious of this. Maybe they're scared of trying someone new, maybe they've been burnt by others, apprehensive, they don't know enough about it, they think it won't work, etc. So if you know all of these reasons, of the reasons why people would not buy from you, what you can do is use this in your marketing, maybe not all in the one ad because it'll make it way too long, but if you've got a website or a landing page or an info pack or something, you can show that your product or service overcomes all of these reasons why they shouldn't buy. So how can you overcome these reasons? What could you do for them to help them see that you have the solution to their problems and that you care, or make it easy for them? So some ideas might be like by sharing results and stories of other clients who have felt that way or been in those situations, and shown how you've overcome it for them, because they'll be able to like, well, if they can get their result for someone else like me, then that's amazing. I want that too. You can let them know that you understand that a lot of people, when they come to you, they are embarrassed or they are scared or they have been burnt by others, because they're going to then know and trust that you have, you know, you're experienced with their problems and their pains. And if they don't know enough about it, or they think it doesn't work or something, you can show, you know, you can make a video on showing how it works or how long it lasts, and you can explain the details and the like technical details or the emotional details of these things if you like. So I've just blurted them out instead of writing them down. Nearly done. What do they want to hear or think about? So what do I mean by this one? I've written this down. What do they want to hear? So they want to hear all of these things that, like, obviously they want to hear. They want to hear that it'll last a long time. They want to hear that, you know, it will look natural. They want to hear that it will be, you know, suitable for their hair or problem or whatever. They want to hear all of the things that they want from that. What don't they want to hear or think about? So these are things that, you know, they, hang on, when I wrote this down, I was thinking about something and now I've forgotten. What don't they want to hear? They don't want to hear that, you know, they probably, in this, I'm just trying to think from this particular client, what doesn't she want to hear or think about? She doesn't want to hear that, you know, we promise everything and like that we are saying all these things but that it's not actually going to work. So that's kind of overcoming those problems and things again. She probably doesn't want to hear that, you know, her hair sucks, or she's got you know, really thin hair, or she probably doesn't want to hear that she's getting old. She doesn't want to think about the fact that she's getting old. She wants to feel young. So what I mean by that is you don't necessarily need to say those things or point those things out in your ads or marketing, like, you know, are you feeling old, or is your hair boring and dull? I see some people writing things like that. They probably don't want to think about that. Like, they know that it's like that, but they don't need to hear it. So you can write down those things, like pointing out flaws. That is a pain of theirs, but that you don't need to physically say it. You can just understand it and then tell them what they want to hear. I hope that makes sense. Pointing out flaws, feeling old, this is what Facebook does, like when it says, when you say things like, are you feeling stressed or frustrated or fat? You know, it doesn't want to make people feel bad, because they don't want to hear that stuff. They want to hear that it's going to solve their problems. You need to know what their problems are, but you don't need to like point them out, or what's the word? Yeah, you don't need to point them out. You don't need to say it to their face, because you wouldn't say that to someone's face. You wouldn't go, hey, are you feeling fat, or is your hair feeling really dull and gross right now? Like, you wouldn't touch someone's hair and be like, oh, your hair's looking really dull. You know, it wouldn't make them feel good. Feeling bad. What do they want to see, the end result? Use this as inspiration for your ads, images, videos. So they do want to see the end result. They want to see that you have achieved the result that they want, already for other people. That's going to make them feel secure with you. So with this particular client, she might want to see a before and after picture or video of a client with, you know, thin hair, who was worried about extensions being visible. And then like the after picture or video, like we made a few of these videos, like people tying their hair up and stuff after the application to show that you couldn't see them at all. So those things really helped with people being like, oh yeah, I'm going to go to those people because I can see that how good they look. And what can you offer them that will help them to buy from you or inquire with you about your thing and make it as easy as possible for them? So I've put here voucher, priceless menu, free quote, free trial, free consultation, free chat. So, you know, sometimes if this is a new person, she's not probably just going to come to us and like buy a $500 set of hair extensions on the first visit without even coming in and talking to us or seeing us yet. Like, it's just not going to happen. She wants to be taken through a process. She needs to feel like she knows us and trusts us, and we can do that a lot with our marketing already by like talking to her and showing her what she wants to see and that kind of thing. And then we can offer her, you know, a totally, we would always say totally free color match and consultation, color match chat and consultation, where that she could come in and see the hair and feel the hair and ask as many questions as she wanted to. Now, alternatively, like that's what worked for me, and that's how I got clients in the door and booked them in. If it's something that's maybe a cheaper service or whatnot, or that maybe like a consultation isn't the thing that people want, instead you can offer them a voucher, a price list, a menu, and you can have a quote with them, a chat with them through Facebook, or you could call them over the phone, or you could just use Facebook Messenger and that kind of thing. We'd also book people in through Facebook Messenger as well. If they didn't want to come in for a free consult, they could send us pictures of their hair or pictures of the results that they kind of wanted, and we'd say, okay, cool, so this is probably what would work best for you, and these are the pricing options. Did you want to come in and, you know, make a time or have a patch test or something? We'd always generally offer, like, you know, a test if people were unsure. You want to just make it as easy as possible for them and show them that you really care about getting them the result that they want. So what call to action will you use? What do they want to do? What is easiest for them? And what do most clients like this person do? So for me, with this kind of thing, I used to find, this was before you could message people from comments, but people would message our page directly if to inquire about this stuff, or we had a contact form that they could fill in on our website. So we'd say, you know, go to our website and fill in the form. And we'll email you back, we'll call you or text you, whatever. Or I'd say, you know, you can text us, here's the number. A lot of people love to text us. Or you can say, you know, comment below and we'll send you all the information. That just makes it really, really easy for people. You've also got to know, like, depending on what you're selling or what you're promoting, like, as I've mentioned before, if you're promoting or selling a Brazilian wax, as an example, people probably aren't going to want to comment and say, yes, I want a Brazilian wax, because they don't want all their friends and family to see or know that, you know, they are booking in for Brazilian wax. So in that case, you might say, you know, text this number or fill in this form or private message our page. So you want to make it just really, really easy for them. Or you could say, you know, call now. Depends. And like what, yeah, look at the contact method that most people are using to book in with you now. What kind of experience can you deliver them with to make the entire process of contacting you to doing business with you the most amazing thing ever? So you always want to make the whole experience, whether they actually book in with you or not, you want to make the whole process so good for them. So if they, you know, comment on your post, you could reply to that and go like, you know, awesome, I'll message you now, smiley face, and then, you know, hey, so-and-so, and just be really friendly and helpful the whole time, really caring about them, you know, finding out more about them, making it all about them. And even if they are just not your ideal client or something, like, still treat them with respect and make them feel cared about and that you're there to help them, whether they book in with you or not, because that's going to help your brand reputation. And if they are ready to buy from you at a later date, they're probably going to choose you even if they don't buy right then and there. So yeah, I did mention this, even if they don't buy or aren't ready to buy, what can you do for them or say to them to make this a positive experience so that when they are ready, they will choose you or even tell other people about you? So even sometimes, like if someone doesn't book in with you, but they have a good experience with you when they're talking to you, they're probably, like if someone else is talking about, you know, hair extensions in a Facebook group or in a conversation or whatever, they're going to be like, oh, you know, you should talk to these people. I talked to them, they're really helpful. So always think about, like, any lead that you're talking to, even if they don't potentially buy from you, if they still have a good experience with you during the conversation, they could be out there referring other people to you anyway. So does this all make sense so far? Once you've done this, once you've filled it all in and you know who you're talking to, then you can use this information to write your ad either based on the pain solution formula or the attention, interest, desire, action, or you can share a story. As an example, the awareness levels. So if I know that she is most aware and product aware up here, then she either wants to see the product and or price or discounts and deals, like an offer, because she knows what hair extensions are, but she also wants to know that you know, I'm talking right to her. So yes, she's most aware, which is product aware, but maybe I don't want to share the price publicly in the ad because, you know, I want to have a talk to people first, and sometimes it can work better to get them into that conversation and have a chat with them and show them all the reasons why your thing is amazing and how it's going to help them, and let them actually get to know you and like you, and become a friend with you first, because then they're more likely to buy. So you could offer them, yeah, like a voucher, or you could offer them a free consultation or a copy of the price list. So the ad could be, you know, hey, you know, have you just had, you know, a haircut? And I could use either one of those things. So I could use either fine hair or a haircut. You know, have you just had a haircut that you're not very happy with, and now when you look at your reflection in the mirror, you know, you just wish you could put that hair back right now, you know, and then you could say something like, this is a common reason why a lot of people come to us for hair extensions, and we're able to quickly extend their hair longer than it even was before. You know, some people think that they want a haircut to have a change, but really they would have liked it longer to start with. Anyway, you know, you guys know, and there's a Cousin Jenny letter that you can use, and you can go through and create your ad then, but using those methods. But now that you know this one person and this one reason why they get the thing, you can use this information to write an ad that's going to be talking just to that one person about that one thing, and using this, you know, your answers to these questions to show them that you know that you can get them the result they want and make it as easy as possible for them. So let me know if that makes sense. I haven't looked at any of the comments from this live video yet because I wanted to just run through it and get that all out of my mind. Oops, I forgot to charge my phone, but I'm just going to jump on and see if anybody's commented now. So give me a second. Oops, what's my computer doing? Let's go into, oops, where is it? Look back. Cool. Oh, thanks, Nez. Pretty in pink. Yes, this is my new New York hat, and it's cold here, and I'm just tired, so I thought I'd cover up. Cool. All right. So there's not that many comments, but that's okay. It is kind of the middle of the day, so people are probably busy at work on a Thursday. That's all right. But it's there now, and I hope everyone will check it out and maybe watch the replay of this video, even if you're not watching it live now, and I will save it in the modules and let you know where it is. Okay, great. I'll finish up now, and hopefully people can watch the replay. I might do a separate, I think baby's awake, so I'll go check on him and I'll come back and go through the group later because this took 30 minutes. Okay,